Guys who identify as Sigma males are guys who are firm in their values and views. They will always stand up for what they think is right, regardless of whether it is the prevailing attitude or not. They are the kind of men who will challenge anyone who disrespects them and won't accept it. What are some things that greatly irritate a Sigma? Watch the entire video to find out the answer, as the subject of today's film is Sigma males never accept these 8 things from anyone. Number 1. Those who intimidate others. The men in the Sigma fraternity are fierce upholders of justice and equality, and they will not stand for anyone who abuses their position of authority to terrorize or coerce others. They recognize that bullying is a kind of abuse, and that it is their responsibility to speak up for people who are being mistreated. The male members of the Sigma group are not hesitant to speak out against bullies and will not be scared to confront them in order to put a stop to their damaging behavior. They resist bullies for a variety of reasons, including their commitment to justice and their desire to defend the weak. Sigma demonstrates their willingness to confront injustice head-on and to use their position to further the common good. Second, they value independence and self-sufficiency and are aware that bullies frequently target people who are weaker or less assertive. By confronting a bully, Sigma males show their will and aggressiveness, sending the message that they won't be frightened or ruled by others. Last but not least, they comprehend that bullying can have a long-lasting effect on those who are victims of it, and that it is critical to address the issue in order to make everyone's surroundings safer and more supportive. Sigma guys can make the world more fair and caring by confronting bullies. Number 2. Individuals who are disrespectful. A deep sense of self-respect prevents Sigma males from allowing others to treat them disrespectfully or downplay their intelligence or skills. Since it is a direct attack on their competence, they are extremely sensitive to condescension. The men in the Sigma group aren't hesitant to speak up against condescending people and make it obvious that they won't put up with their worth being diminished in any way. Regardless of one's origin or position in life, they think everyone deserves to be treated with respect and dignity. A Sigma male might, for instance, address a coworker who mocks their ideas at a meeting and establish a clear boundary that this kind of behavior would not be permitted in their presence. Number 3. Those who abuse their position of power over them. Sigma males cherish their independence and will not put up with any attempts to influence or control them. They realize that no one has the authority to force their will on others and that true strength comes from within. For example, a Sigma male will not put up with a boss trying to micromanage their work or a friend trying to make decisions for them. They will make a point of being independent and defending their own freedoms. The definition of a Sigma is a guy who cannot be dominated by others and who sets himself appropriately in life so as to exist free from the demands of others. Because of how corrupt and harsh these people typically are, Sigma males are unable to tolerate power abusers. Lord Acton, an English historian from the 19th century, famously penned the famous remark, "Power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely." Number 4. Those who always have a complaint. Males who identify as Sigma are forward-thinking individuals who are unaffected by gloom and doom. They don't let other people's negativity drag them down since they think it's a waste of time and energy to complain. Rather, they concentrate on coming up with solutions and bringing about good change. And they do not put up with individuals who merely whine without doing anything about it. For instance, a Sigma guy might decide to cut ties with a friend who is always negative and surround himself or herself with people who are proactive and solution-focused. Because it drains their vitality, Sigma guys cannot stand those who are always complaining about anything. Sigma guys may find it draining and discouraging to be surrounded by pessimistic people who obsess over their issues rather than seeking solutions. They appreciate optimism and a can-do attitude, and they think that rather than just complaining about issues, they should be addressed and resolved. For Sigma men, whining without doing anything is viewed as a lack of initiative and an unwillingness to take charge of one's own life. Number 5. People who offer them poor guidance. Because incorrect counsel is sometimes given recklessly and without any consideration for the repercussions, the Sigma guys will not put up with it. The members of the Sigma fraternity recognize that advice has the ability to influence a person's actions and decisions, and they hold the view that it should always be provided with care and attention. Bad counsel can have harmful effects and hurt the people who receive it, and as a result, Sigma guys will not put up with those who are irresponsible with their own advice. In addition, they value individual accountability and recognize that people who give faulty advice are likewise accountable for the results. Those with expertise, experience, and a track record of making wise decisions are preferred by Sigma men, and they prefer to seek out and listen to their advice. The men in the Sigma group make sure they obtain sound, reliable advice that will assist them in making the best decisions for their lives by filtering out those who offer terrible advice. A powerful tool a Sigma can use to increase his knowledge in different areas of his life is knowing who to listen to. Number 6. Those who betray their faith. As a key component of relationships, trust is crucial for Sigma males to forge deep ties with others. Men in the Sigma group feel that it is imperative to sever all ties and end the relationship as soon as someone they trusted, such as a friend or a lover, betrays them or betrays them materially. They hold that trust is the cornerstone of all relationships, and that once it is shattered, it is challenging, or occasionally even impossible, to mend. It demonstrates a lack of self-respect and integrity if you allow someone who continuously lies to you or about you, someone who is constantly attempting to deceive you, to be a part of your life. Sigma men will not hesitate to back out since they do not tolerate the hatred that comes with deception. Number 7. People with a spotty reputation. For the male members of the Sigma fraternity, punctuality and dependability are crucial attributes in both personal and professional interactions, and they cannot tolerate people who routinely miss appointments or are unreliable in keeping their promises. When someone is consistently unpredictable and unreliable, it conveys the message that they don't respect other people's time and schedule, which is a significant indicator of disregard. Since time is one of the most valuable resources we all possess, it is extremely annoying when lazy individuals waste it. Number 8. Individuals who do not respect others' boundaries or privacy. There are always going to be people out there who don't respect other people's boundaries or privacy. From the invasive neighbor to the pushy acquaintance. Due to the fact that men in the Sigma fraternity rely on their privacy and anonymity to keep control of their lives, they cannot bear anyone who breaches their personal space. People will have preconceived notions about who you are as a person if you are an open book to the public, and they may be less likely to listen to you or take you seriously as a result. Sigma males don't play all their cards out in front of the world. By doing so, they can take advantage of public opinion and maintain their power in situations where it can be useful. The aforementioned distinctions between Sigma men and the general community are evidenced by the fact that people view them as haughty and greedy because of their distinctive viewpoint and way of thinking. Ordinary guys cannot be compared to them with these qualities because they are men of their own league. Due to their preference for isolation over squandering time at social events with unfamiliar people, Sigma men are also known as lone wolves. Do you agree with the ideas presented above? Please share your thoughts in the comment area. Take care until next time.